Woody Creek player to watch, presented by Woody Creek Distillers, proud founding partner of the PWHL, and we're underway here in St. Paul. Minnesota coming off back-to-back road wins at Boston and Toronto. And Ottawa, second game after the international break, coming off a 3-2 loss at Boston on Tuesday night. All four of their games this year have been decided by one goal. And Carla McLeod said, don't be shocked if we're in a one-goal game again tonight. That's just kind of been the trend here to start the year, and we're going to get our first whistle.
Northeastern, so she's coming in on a heater a bit here in a great final season in her collegiate career and getting a chance here up against a good Frost team. And Coach McLeod mentioned that, how this will be a good test for her in the PWHL.
Look out, here's Petrie again for Minnesota trying to create. Lost the puck behind the net. Hughes takes it there, slams it off the end wall. Turned over on the far corner. Panic. Lost that race to the loose puck. Tied up behind. Minnesota has it. Now tipped out of the zone by Ottawa. And it's going to drift all the way back down to the Minnesota end.
Great stick. Minnesota trying to set something up there. Looking to get that pass to the point. Broken up nicely by the Charge.
Minnesota has scored first in all three of their games. They have outshot all three opponents. Trying to get something going here early again. There's another save. Rebound, another pass saved by Phillips. There's a drive. Tipped out in front, off the stick of Jakes.
Oh, that'll give you some confidence.
Thompson keeps it alive for Minnesota. She fights through a check, carries it into the corner. Now this is Kelly Panic swinging to the top of the slot. Shot, knocked down in front. Ottawa desperately trying to clear it, and they do. Back out to neutral ice. Schofield, backhand. That went wide of the cage. Boy, Minnesota with some good early pressure here. 12 and a half to go in the opening period. Now the Charge trying to set something up. Here's Harmon. Trying to keep it away from Thompson. Swings it back in behind for D'Arcangelo. D'Arcangelo, good centering pass. Now here's Vanner Silva. Vanner Silva for Jinsey Rose. Wrist shot, they score. Ottawa jumps out in front. Jinsey Rose with a big shot from the top. Don't know if it was deflected in. I think Meixna might have got a piece of that, and it's 1-0 Charge.
Yeah, this definitely changed direction out front. The question's going to be, who did it go off of? And it looks like Meixna on the tip drill here just knocks this one down, which makes it tough for Maddie Rooney to read that one coming through with Meixna so close to the net like that off the tip. And the Ottawa Charge strike first here tonight.
Now, was this played with a high stick? That's the question. The central situation room in Toronto is getting a look at this.
Oh, it's
what do you think?
It looks good to me, and it looks like they're going to play on here, so it looked good to them as well, but definitely close enough to maybe think twice about. But Mike's not able to get her stick on that one and give the Charge a 1-0 lead here over Minnesota.
Anna Meixna with her first goal. And Ottawa to a great start in that hockey game. Had a 2-0 lead early, and it looked like they were going to roll, but it didn't happen. They lose in overtime 4-3 to the Sirens.
And what's funny is Coach Ken Cleve said that was maybe their best game so far.
Yeah.
The game he felt they played their game the best, the style of hockey he wants his team to play, even though that one didn't go their way when it was all said and done. I agree with Coach Ken Cleve. I thought that was one of their better games as far as the energy and the pace they played with. Of course, you want to see that with a different result. We'll see if they can do that here tonight.
Minnesota through center. Here comes Petrie. Looking for the wraparound. In front, jamming at it. There was Brooke Bryant. And Phillips was able to keep an eye on it and keep it out. Now Bell ahead at center. Mrazabov trying to center in front. Good back check there by Claire Thompson, the rookie. Well, pretty good scoring chance for Minnesota. And again, Petrie setting it up. Now here's Shishova trying to turn it for the front for Minnesota. Shishova again. Loose puck here along the near wall. Scrum for it in the corner. Panic. Hit hard from behind there by Markowski. Bookbinder plays it across, gets it back, tried to send it toward the net. Was poked away. Now here's Bookbinder again. Panic. Across, Shishova. Wrist shot, sent wide of the post. Now Panic again. On the backhand, tipped, and she scores! Well, that was a little bit of puck luck for Kelly Panic, but she's going to take it. And that is her first goal since April 27th of last season, and we are tied at 1.
And you know what? That's why sometimes the unconventional play is the best option, because it's the least expected. And Panic comes around the net with this puck on the backhand, of all things, and is able to tuck this one home short side, just kind of floats it up and over the shoulder of Phillips. Phillips looking like a shortstop trying to snag that one out of midair and just can't get her hand on it. And Panic able to put this one home. That's why you throw pucks at the net. I mean, again here for Minnesota, and that's got to feel good on a personal level.
No doubt.
To kind of break that trend of not finding the back of the net.
Product of Benilde St. Margaret's, a star in high school, a star at the University of Minnesota here in the Twin Cities, known as a playmaker her entire career. Can she do it again? That was Zumwinkle that time, pardon me. But, you know, to be on that kind of a schneid, she was just aching to get out of it, and she finally does here tonight. And it ties it up. This one bounces past Rooney into the Minnesota zone. 8.5 to go, opening period, tied at 1. Heisey, backhand to the front, save, Phillips, and the rebound. Minnesota thinks it's in. They're going to celebrate, and that's going to be waved off.
Phillips got knocked into here. Of course, we'll take another look at it and see if they decide to take a look at this down on the ice, but it was kind of a chaotic play. Taylor Heisey, who's got some of the best hands in the league, making a nifty little play down low to send that puck towards the net. You know, it's tough to say, Clay. Two players knocked into Phillips at the same time. Who initiated that contact? They kind of go in together. It was Zumwinkle and Scamora who were in there. And the officials are conferring at center ice. What do you say, Clay? That's a tough one.
Boy, it is tough.
They waved it off on the ice, so I'd be inclined to go with what they initially called it because of how close it is. But let's see what side of the coin this one lands on, Clay.
After reviewing the play, the call on the ice stands. We have no goal.
No goal. Okay. So it stays 1-1.
Season, a lot still to be determined about the identities of each of these teams, and New York, who struggled for a lot of last year, leading the charge here this year to start.
Well, they've been injected with some terrific new talent. Of course, Sarah Fillier out to a great start in her rookie campaign, the #1 overall draft choice for the Sirens. Here's Ottawa setting up in the attack zone. That shot misses wide. Comes over to the near wall. Minnesota trying to dig for it. Pops onto the stick of Ashton Bell. A lot of room for Bell. A drive. Rooney the save, the rebound. Cleared by Thompson in behind the cage.
Rooney way out at the top of her crease, just completely took away that angle.
Now here's Bell again. Little pass. Mrazova. Her shot was deflected. And back comes Brooke McQuigg, the 24-year-old rookie power forward for Minnesota. She'll just dump it in. Line change for the Frost. Under 7 minutes to go, opening period. Back here at center, Lee Steckline plays it across for Batherson. Her brother Drake is a forward for the Ottawa Senators. So Ottawa fans very familiar with that name. There's a drive off the post. Batherson almost had the goal for Minnesota.
Fans behind the net thought that one maybe went in. We had a great angle of it from where we're sitting up in the press box. Minnesota now twice coming very close to taking the lead in this game.
And Gwen Phillips had what looked like maybe a Minnesota goal that gave him the lead called off. And then that one hit the pipe. Coming up on the 14-minute mark. Kicked out here by Gabby Hughes. Rose had it. And now here come the Charge with a 3-on-2, but it doesn't materialize. Just out of the reach of Teresa Vanasova, who has 2 goals on the year, a team high. Channel Watkins gets it ahead for Curl. Curl, a centering pass there through the middle, was picked off. And back to the Minnesota zone. Here's Curl again trying to move ahead. Can't move it. And now, and remember, the schedule expands from 24 games this season to go to 30 games this year. So there's a long march to May. Just getting started with year number 2.
And we're still ending at the same time, playoffs at the same time. The change happened here at the beginning of the season, starting a month earlier. Last year, of course, we started right at the start of the new year. This year, we get the start in those final days of November and beginning of December.
Good stretch pass here to Scamora. The 30-year-old Buffalo made a backhand, and trying to tip it on, there was Emily Clark right out in front.
You can see she had a mind to get that puck to the net, the way she was moving her body in a hurry, and got a quick shot off there, trying to get that lead back to Ottawa Charger. But we stayed tied up here in the first minute of the second.
Scamora, a 5th-round pick last year, looking for her first points of the season. That drive kept their whistles in their pocket, but Minnesota's going to go on the power play for the first time. A Royale power play brought to you by Royale Tiger Towel. Paper towel, power through the fight.
And Minnesota, only 1 power play goal so far this season. That puts them at 5th in the league on power play percentage, and the penalty kill for Ottawa doing all right to start the season. They're 3rd with 78.6%.
Heisey, nice pass ahead for Curl, and she couldn't get it on net. Now here's Curl again, save made by Phillips from a tough angle. Thompson off for Heisey from the circle, plays it down low. Curl, another point-blank shot. Taylor Heisey again on this Minnesota advantage. First power play of the game. Zumwinkle circles. Off for Petrie, who has the lone power play goal this year for the Frost. Here's Heisey, kept it low. Save made by Phillips. Karam's off to the near wing corner. Thompson, long drive. That went far of the left post.
I like the mindset here by Minnesota at the start of this power play, just firing everything on net. And again, part of that's just with the new goaltender in between the pipes. You want to try to rattle them, and now with the extra skater out there, maybe a chance to take the first lead of the night here for the Frost.
Natalie Snodgrass, the Eagan, Minnesota native, product of Eastview High School, on this penalty kill for the Charge. She's able to lug it in deep. Now Minnesota gets it back. A little over 20 seconds ago, this power play, they score! How about it? It's panic again! The panic attack on the power play makes it 2-1 Frost.
Well, Kelly Panic made this look like a somewhat harmless play. She's not doing anything too nifty with the stick, just skating down the zone here, and all of a sudden she fires a shot off that goes up and over the glove of Phillips. So a bit of a deceiving play. She scored in 2 different ways tonight, an awkward kind of backhanded goal on the wraparound, and now on this one just snipes this one home on the power play, and Minnesota gets their 2nd power play goal of the season, and officially now their first lead of the
season. 19 of them already with at least 1 point. Carla McLeod told me earlier today that she's not surprised at all. In fact, this is exactly what she expected, and she expects it to continue as the years go on here with the talent you continue to see develop in women's hockey. Now, Dominique Petrie, of course, is getting a lot of attention with those 3 goals already on the campaign, and she says no, she could not have pictured this kind of a start to her rookie campaign, but she gives all of the credit to everyone around her, saying it's all because of the girls she shares the ice with, guys.
She's quickly becoming the most famous redhead in Minnesota hockey circles. Dominique Petrie, just out to a great first year in the league.
Well, she's might be having a heck of a rookie season, but she's talking like a veteran, giving the credit to everybody around her, and it's always nice to see the rookies fit in so nicely with their teams. And oftentimes, you know, you'll see 1 or 2 rookies stand out in a professional sports league, and like we talked about here with the PWHL, just about everybody is making their marks known here in their first seasons.
Jenner feeds it up top for another rookie. This is Serdachny. Danielle Serdachny tried to play a pass, intercepted. And out here Shisheva feeding it ahead. Bryant backhand sent it wide. Great opportunity there for Minnesota to add another one, but Brooke Bryant missed the net.
looking for her first goal of the season, and this was a problem for Ottawa against Boston. Coach McLeod was not pleased with the amount of turnovers and giveaways that her team had. The first big one here tonight, though.
Brianne Jenner now coming in for Ottawa. Hit her skate in behind the net. No, you're right. Carla McLeod was still a little miffed by how many times Mashmeyer had to stand on her head the other night in Boston. I think that's part of the reason that she gave Phillips the start tonight, just to give Emmerance a rest.
Yeah, it wasn't so much that she was displeased with that performance. She felt Mashmeyer did her job, but when you face that many tough shots, you need to give your goaltenders a break. And like we talked about, the coaching staff feels Phillips is ready for this opportunity and they want to mix in a second goaltender, and they decided to make that decision here tonight.
This is going to be an icing call as Sophie.
Be a step in the right direction for Ottawa. Of course, the cherry on top would be the power play goal. And Minnesota's penalty kill this season, 5th in the league.
A minor penalty has been assessed to Minnesota for too many players on the ice. At 14:36, it will be served bench minor by
Another Tiger Towel power play. First of the night for Ottawa. Rose swings it across, gets it back. Calling for it is House. That shot saved by Rooney. And now we've got a scrap out in front of the blue paint. Tonight the goal by Kelly Panic, which is the difference in this hockey game. Minnesota trying to set up here. Here's Heisey now, moving past the dot, trying to center it in front. Broke it up nicely there by McMahon. Heisey gets it back. She'll play it back to Thompson. Thompson, far wing side, one-timer, they score! Grace Zumwinkle, power play goal, second special teams goal tonight for the Frost, and it's 3-1.
Grace Zumwinkle had 2 power play goals last season, which was tied for first on the team, and picks up her first power play goal of the season, her first goal period of the season with this blast from the point. Nice feed across the point there, and Zumwinkle blasts that one home, and Minnesota's opened up the scoring a bit here in the second period, making it a 3-1 game with just under 3 minutes to go. And Zumwinkle's probably thinking, good riddance, I feel like I've earned. Got 2, Zumwinkle trying to match that stat with 2 of her own, but Phillips able to shut the door, and they're gonna need Gwyneth Phillips to be perfect the rest of the way out. Minnesota has had 30 shots on net now with still 17 minutes to go. The 3-1 lead. Phillips is gonna have to slam the door.
Big drive. It's the post. There for Sophie Jakes. Wide on the right side. Now the offense has been good again tonight here for Minnesota. Came into the night with 11 goals in 3 games for a 3.7 goals per game average, best in the league. They've already got 3 tonight.
And Minnesota's had over 30 shots on net in 2 of their first 3 games. The only anomaly there was a 28-shot campaign against Boston, so they've been right around or above that 30 shot on goal mark, and they're there again tonight.
Bryant watched it to Jinsey Rose. Emily Clark tried to move it out, and now they finally do. Ottawa gets it to center thanks to Gabby Hughes, the Lino Lakes Minnesota product. Minnesota on the back check. That was Coyne Schofield taken away momentarily, but can't get it out of the zone. And now Minnesota will bring it out with Shisheva trying to get it across. Bryant pokes at it. Teralova tries to move it out for Ottawa. Teralova, 29 years old, the captain of that Czech national team. With Carla McLeod. Here's Michaela Cobb again. She'll push it in. Minnesota gets fresh skates out on the ice. 15.5 to go. Minnesota with a 2-goal lead. Here comes Manon McMahon. Can't get around the check of Batherson. Loose puck side of the net. Flipped out in front by Ottawa, but nobody was there for the charge on the backside. Now some real estate here for Minnesota. Kava coming in. Oh, her backhand rolled past her stick. And she was pressured from behind nicely there by Ashton Bell. Always a great skating defender.
And Kava a little slow to get up, leaves her stick in the corner, and will head straight to the bench. Great job by Bell to break up that play. Kava, one of the leading goal scorers on this team for Minnesota.
Coyne Schofield finds Zumwinkle. Her shot whistles wide of the post. Heising, little pirouette at the blue line, now comes through neutral. Hits the line with some speed, looking for help, hands it off. Minnesota tries to center, broken up. Ottawa comes back the other way. Serdachny, good stretch pass, moving in. Vanasova scores on the backhand. Ottawa, you were waiting for it. And there it is. They take advantage of an opportunity, a little leak in the defense. Ottawa finds it. Now all of a sudden it's a one-goal hockey game.
Well, the Frost got caught just a little bit flat-footed there at their own blue line. And Vanasova able to sneak behind the defenders. Here's another look at it. And that's Thompson chasing down that play. And Vanasova able to get past her and tuck this one home. Rooney trying to sell out for the poke check there just to get it off Vanasova's stick, and that drew her a little bit out of position. It wasn't as strong of a shot as it would have been on the forehand, but they went with the backhand trying to fool Maddie Rooney, and she's able to get the pad on that one.
McMahon tried to feed the front. Picked off there by Sophie Jakes. Jakes is knocked off the puck. Vanasova's got it now for Ottawa. Still 30 seconds to go in this power play. Here's a shot. Oh, and a piece of it there by Rooney, and we got a player down. Is it Jakes?
Yeah, she took kind of a hip on hip, and it was awkward, and she is in a lot of discomfort down on the ice. The fans displeased that there's no arm up from the official. The officials discussing here at center. Looks like Kelly Panic's down there looking for an explanation. And Clark down there as well.
Under review for a major penalty. After video review, we have a minor penalty for a legal hit to number 18 of Team Ottawa.
Okay, so not a major, it's a minor on McMahon. So that's going to put us 4-on-4 for 20.
Played here tonight. Maybe she's the hero in this one to score that fourth goal, or if Ottawa ties this up, maybe she's the one who pulls it ahead. I mean, she's that kind of player for Minnesota.
Played at Harvard and Clarkson, a couple of stops in the collegiate ranks. Certainly likes the net front. We're figuring that out.
And she's coming off a career-high 15-goal season at Clarkson last year, so she's been in a scoring groove now for a little while, and that's carried over to the PWHL.
Teralova through the middle. Right wing pass for Jenner, the captain. Brianne Jenner, who's had a hat trick against Minnesota in her career.
Yeah, third of her goals last season were against Minnesota.
Turned over, here comes Coyne Schofield back the other way. Going right to the net, missed the net.
That just kind of rolled off the toe of her stick, didn't get a clean shot off. But you can hear the crowd reacting. They know when Kendall Coyne Schofield has a lane to go, she's gonna run.
Heising poked off her stick, kept alive by Curl. Curl tries to wrap it around, throws it out in front. Heising stays with it. Just over 5 minutes to go. That shot from Steckline missed wide. Now Jinsey Rose will move it out for Ottawa. McMahon will angle it in, bounces past Rooney. Trying to hold on for the win here tonight. 3-on-2 for Minnesota. Thompson coming in, she scores! Claire Thompson, her first goal in the rookies season. And it's a big one for Minnesota as this opens up a 4-2 advantage.
Take another look at it here. Great breakout by the Minnesota Frost. They come through the neutral zone with speed. And the slot shot by Claire Thompson extends this lead back to 2 goals here for the Minnesota Frost. And we're talking about the rookies, and they just keep showing up for us, Clay. They make our job easy when they go up.
Kelly Panic gets to it first. Minnesota. Missed the net. Panic nearly scored. And that would have been her third of the game, and that would have been a miraculous goal from where she shot it.
Well, the 200-foot empty net goal for the hat trick is a beauty to behold. And Kelly Panic, you see the smile on her face there. Well, sometimes the post is unkind even when there isn't a goalie in between the pipes.
It's kind of like watching a golf shot. You're kind of throwing your body English. Oh, is it going to make it? No.
Not me. My golf shots are never that close, Clay.
Mine either. Up on the dasher, off to the corner. Razova trying to get on it. Leslie trying to move it for Ottawa. She'll keep it in deep. There's panic again for the Frost. Charge running out of time as we're under 2 minutes to go. At center. Pump back in by the Charge. Uh-oh, here we go. Zumwinkle buries it. That's her second goal tonight. And now it's all over but the shout.
Here for the Minnesota Frost. That'll be a good one. Assuming New York continues their stretch